Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be comparing the Stealth 2 against the Callaway Paradym. I'm going to give you my opinion on the feel, and I'm going to show you some numbers on the distance and tell you overall which one I liked better. Alright, so first I tried the Stealth 2, and definitely the driver itself looked really nice. I was really happy with the design. It looked awesome to me, probably because I was used to playing a Taylormade M1, so for me the look was really nice. I took about probably like 20 shots with it, and as you've seen in my previous videos, I compared to my M1, and I was definitely happy with the distance and the forgiveness of the club. So then I tried the Paradym X, and I have to be honest, it looked good, but the only thing that I didn't like was the face. It kind of seemed like a little short, a little bit like a tree wood looking face, and so that kind of turned me off just a little bit. Especially when I at a dress position, it felt like a three wood in a way, but I was hitting pretty good shots, I have to be honest. But the first thing I noticed that it was a little less forgiving in my opinion, but this may have to do because my preference is a little bit towards Taylormade. And another thing that I noticed, the ball speed kind of dropped a little bit compared to the Stealth. And on miss hits, I noticed that it was a lot shorter than the Stealth 2. So I would say that this club is less forgiving, but obviously this could be just my personal preference. Okay, so let me show you some numbers. Now the yellow dots are the Stealth 2 and the blue dots are the Paradym. And these are in meters and they're carry distances. If you notice on the top there, you can see that they're almost the same, but the Stealth 2 was just a little longer in some of the shots. But I think what is important to me on the miss hits, if you notice, the Paradym were shorter, were really short, and it's probably due to me, my swing or my preference towards Taylormade, but I did not edit any of the shots of the Stealth 2, and none of them on the miss hits were short. They were always long, and obviously, yeah, to the right or left, but they were long. So on the Paradym, on the miss hits, I think they were, I mean, if you can see here, they were shorter. So I would definitely say that the Stealth 2 is much more forgiving than the Paradym. Now, as far as the distance, you can see that I probably hit more shots with the Stealth 2, but it's up there. I mean, you can see that the Stealth 2 is a little longer on the good shots, but the Paradym was up there too. So now let me show you the white dots there. They're my M1. So compared to an old driver, any of these good new drivers will definitely give you an increase in distance. But what's important, I think, is the consistency. So for me, I feel like the Stealth 2 was better, based probably on my personal preference. And probably based because when I looked down at the driver, maybe I did not feel as comfortable as I did when I swung the Stealth 2. Overall, I would say that the Stealth 2 it's a bit more forgiving than the Callaway. Again, this could be based on your personal preference, but looking at the numbers, looking at the miss hits, based on this graph, I suggest that the Stealth 2 is much more forgiving than the Callaway.
So I think it's a matter of preference because I play Taylormade drivers for a while. I used the R15, I upgraded to the M1. Then I tried the Stealth 2. I liked it. I liked the sound. I liked the way it felt. I liked everything about it, and then I felt comfortable, so I was hitting good shots. Now, when I switched to the Callaway, for me it's the first time I hit a Callaway driver, so it kind of felt a little different. And I think, without taking away anything from Callaway, I think a lot of times when you see reviews, it's important to know what the person is playing currently. For example, if he plays Callaway, he's probably going to like Callaway products. If he plays Taylormade, he's probably gonna like Taylormade, and so on. I'll give you an example. My friend uses Callaway, the Epic Flash driver, and after I did my fitting, I thought that he was gonna love the Stealth 2. And he tried it and he hated it. He just didn't feel it. It went all over the place. He switched shafts and everything. So for him, he preferred the Callaway, so the Paradym. And so I think we have to be careful when we look at these reviews, because a lot of times we just look at them and we say, okay, great, this guy loves it, so it must be good. And it depends, it depends. If you play ping, maybe you're gonna like the latest model of ping. If you prefer, if you play Mizuno, you're gonna like that. So it's gonna be, unless it's very similar in the design, I think that's gonna play a big role in my opinion. I didn't think about this before, but with the Stealth 2, I think it's just, like I say, I felt it's so similar to the M6, M1, and I just loved it. I just loved the sound and everything about it. So, and when I played the Callaway, it was completely different. All right, guys, so that was just a quick review. Again, don't take my word for it. The Stealth 2 worked for me. I mean, it was perfect for me, and that's because I'm used to Taylormade. So it may not work for you if you play other drivers like Callaway, Titleist, or ping or anything else. You may not like it. So don't take this review as a benchmark for saying like, okay, this is it. It goes 30 yards farther, so it must be good. I tried the Paradym and I didn't like it. It did go pretty far, but for me it didn't work out because just the way it was designed. But it's probably nothing to do with the actual product. It's to do just with me, my swing, my preference. So I hope you liked the video, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.